So next stage, when she's sitting, when we want her to sit, the whistle is the last thing that I introduce. I use a voice command first, and I use my hand. From very, very small ages of pups in the runs and in the kennels and all that, if I go like so, that dog is stopping and sitting and looking at me. Okay, so the whistle is the very, very last thing that I introduce, because we've always got a voice, we've always got a hand, unless you suffer from a horrific accident, but you get the point. So you've always got a voice, you've always got something to go or no, whatever. Okay, using your voice as an authoritative tool to teach the dog. So I always introduce the voice and the hand first, and then I'll introduce the whistle. Same as we've got to teach this whistle very, very close. When I say close, that close, whatever that is. Okay, so we're teaching this little dog here. The whistle means stop, means sit. But again, I'm incorporating all three elements. And the reason why, when I don't use a whistle, I go like that, it's exactly the same as me going, okay? So that's why I don't use a wait or whatever. I use a stay, because it's a similar sound with your voice as you going, or you going, okay? Anyway, so yes, where was it? Right, so we're claiming the space in between, and we are basically giving this dog three indicators to put her backside on the floor. Sit. Good girl. And a reward for doing that. So we would do that on the lead, round and round and round. Give us some space. Come on in. Good girl. Come on in. But look at what I'm doing. Even though she is on a lead, I'm not here. The second I blow that whistle, I am claiming that distance between me and the dog. Okay? I'm putting a visual pressure or a visual barrier upon her to prevent her from taking that space from me. So I'll try and show you one more time. Go on in, good girl. So, no space. Okay? No space. However, we run the risk of her claiming that space, creeping towards me for a reward, creeping towards me for a bit of fuss. We run the risk of her making a mistake, but like again with the sit command on the previous video, that's our fault. We have set this dog up to fail because we've given her the space or enough space to make a mistake. All right. So if I control that space, come on, sweetheart. Go. Yeah, go. She's got nowhere to go. All right. Now, because I've, what some would say, imposed myself upon her, we've naturally lifted her head up, which then we can reward for her doing a good job. Good girl. All right. So again, it's at stay there. Good. Notice I say stay there because it's exactly the same as me going. All right. So like the previous video when we were looking at just sitting, a normal sitting position, claim that distance between you, claim that space between you, so we're not setting the dog up to fail, and we're not setting the dog up to want to come towards us to then control that space for a reward, for some form of positivity. Good girl. So one more time. And this is how it all starts off. All starts off on the lead in the back garden. Right, so stepping into that space, not allowing her to creep. Ha, good girl, well done. Under the chin and on the chest to promote her naturally lifting her head for a reward. Because remember, down the line, she's going to have a bird in her mouth. So we want her to instinctively, when she is in front of us, and this is different from the sit video, yeah, what we want her to instinctively lift her head for us to take the retrieve as cleanly and as quickly and as tidily as we possibly can. Good girl.